Hello there, welcome to Makers TV. Today I'm going to tell you about one big thing that you might be missing in your marketing. Maybe this is the thing that you are not doing, and maybe this is why your marketing efforts are falling a bit flat or just not working for you. So hello, I'm Michaela Danvers from themakerscollective.com.au, and I publish weekly live episodes delivering short, sharp, actionable lessons to help you strengthen your brand and grow your business. So in episode 1, we're up to episode 5 now, which is awesome. I'm being consistent, which is great. In episode 1, I talked about the concept of the 7 core strengths of your business. So core strengths of your business, meaning the fundamentals of what you should be making sure that's really strong in your business to make sure that it can be a success and that you can grow and scale and be successful. So today we're diving a little bit deeper into one of those core strengths, and that is your marketing. And more specifically, this one thing that most small business owners don't actually do, and that is affecting their success with their marketing efforts. So basically, the most common problem I hear from my own students, and also just from micro business owners and small business owners and self-starters all over the internet in all the groups that I'm a part of, is that their marketing efforts, mostly advertising in particular, just don't work. And so often that sort of translates into people saying, well, Facebook ads don't work, or Instagram doesn't work, or Facebook engagement doesn't work. And I think a lot of the time this is actually due to sometimes just not having experience in creating effective ads or effective campaigns with marketing. So like maybe your image or your words or your targeting is just missing the mark, and so not having that experience in knowing how to actually create an effective ad or campaign makes it not work. So it's kind of like something that you need to learn a little bit more about to make it easier for you to make your marketing work. But I think often the reality of the matter is that small business owners in general are experimenting with their marketing. So and the problem, you should always experiment with your marketing, but the problem being that they're experimenting without a clear goal or objective in what they're actually hoping to achieve from a particular campaign. And this leads to inconsistent campaigns, and it leads to inconsistent results. And hello, Rachel. And Rachel's saying, and sometimes expecting immediate results. And that is so true too. You put an ad up and you think you're going to get sales straight away. It doesn't really work like that. So it can be a bit of a long game too when you're putting together a marketing campaign. So yeah, if you kind of just putting stuff out there without really knowing what you're doing, but also without knowing like what your goal is for your marketing efforts, then no wonder that it seems like nothing's working. So one thing that you must do to in your marketing to make sure that you even have a chance is to have a clear goal or objective. So making sure that you do the following. So I have basically 4 things that is a good idea to sort of track to make sure that you have a really clear objective or goal for your marketing campaign or a single ad or whatever it might be. So first of all, you need to have a purpose. You need to know what that purpose is of, like, what is the purpose of running the ad that you're running? And you need to be really clear about this because it will inform everything about the design of the ad, and that will then have a direct correlation with how effective it's going to be in capturing your audience's attention. So really work out, like, what is it that you want to get out of this one ad or this marketing campaign that you're putting forward. And this can be in the form of a goal, like you could write out a specific SMART goal, make it specific, measurable, achievable. I like to say resonant, so it like really resonates with you, and that means you'll achieve it more easily, and also time bound. So you need to make sure that not just having goals for your business and what you want to achieve, but what you actually want to achieve with your marketing. Make sure you have, like, you know what the purpose is of a specific ad or campaign. You also need to have a call to action. So you really need to think about what is the action that you want the person who is viewing your thing, be it an ad or a campaign, what action do you want them to take? So do you want them to sign up for your mailing list, or would you like them to actually go and make a purchase of a specific product, or would you like them to listen to your podcast? Or do you want them to actually hop on and send you an email? You want them to jump on to their email and send you an email asking a question? Or do you want them to follow you on Instagram? Because depending on that call to action, your messaging will be, which happens to be the next thing, messaging, will be different in how you actually speak to the people that you're speaking to, depending on what you're asking them to do. So making sure that you know what your call to action is really important to make sure that you get the ad or the campaign right. And then, of course, that leads into messaging. So knowing what action you want them to take will inform the design of the overall thing. So not just the copy, which is the text of the ad, or whatever it is that it might be an email campaign that you're sending out as well. I'm sort of focusing on ads here because that's kind of what people seem to have the most trouble with at the moment. But maybe for you it's email marketing and you don't know how to make that work. So making sure that you know what action you want them to take so you can really write that email effectively and get the image correct and all that kind of thing to be saying the right thing, to be communicating the right message is really important. And then finally, you want to be targeting the right people, because you want to be saying the right thing to the right people to get them to take the action that you want them to take. Because you're probably going to be using overall different language depending on the objective, as I was saying before. So if you want them to sign up for your email, you're going to be speaking in a different way than if you want them to go and buy something before time runs out, so you're going to be there's a different sense of urgency depending on what you're trying to say to them. So I am I'm so happy because I really wanted to make these Makers TV episodes under 10 minutes, and I'm only up to 7 minutes now. So, and I'm almost finished, which is great because I really want them, I literally want them to be short and sharp and actionable for you. So this week, when you're thinking about your marketing, whether it be one ad or a series of ads to create a campaign or a series of emails, really think about what your objective is for that campaign. You want to know what your overall objective is. So we're talking about the one big thing that you might be missing. Overall, it might be your objective. So make sure you have a clear objective. And if you feel like you want some more help developing some marketing goals or implementing a marketing plan, then you might consider joining the Makers Academy, which is a membership for makers and creatives like you wanting to sell your stuff so you can replace your 9-to-5 job with something you're more excited about. And I am here to help you do that. So if you're interested, you can jump on over to www.themakers.academy, or you can click the link in the description, which I'll update for you. And honestly, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm on 8 minutes. I still have 2 minutes to spare. I'm so excited. Thank you, Rachel. I'm glad it was concise for you. So if you found this video valuable in any way, especially if you're watching the replay, but I love the live people too. Thank you so much. Feel free to share this video if you found it helpful in any way. And yeah, I'll be back next week. You can't imagine how excited I am that I'm it's still in the 8.5 minutes. This is so good because I tend to ramble on. So yes, thank you again. And I will be back next week with some more short, sharp, actionable lessons for you. Thanks, guys.